It gets better. The terrible twos. The terrible twos are arriving too late. Allow plenty of time to set up your display and fix anything that might go wrong. Those few extra minutes can be used to catch your breath, network with your neighboring exhibitors, and gear up for the day. Shows tend to be especially busy at the beginning. If you are still setting up your booth when the first brides are coming into the show, that is going to send a message that you do not plan ahead. Next terrible two, leaving too early. You're not going to close your doors early on the busiest day of the year. Why would you even think of packing up your booth before the show has ended? The last hour, when things slow down, is when a lot of people slack off. Start packing up stuff, they're 1 foot out the door. It is not the bride's fault if she arrives later in the day. She deserves the same attention as everybody else. She can still be a good prospect, and I contend that she can be an even better prospect because she is the bride on a mission. She could not come and enjoy the whole experience of the show. She can only come for an hour. Luckily, she made it there because she's looking for 2 things and she's determined to find them. And if you are still attentive while other people are slacking off, you will be the one that is getting that business. Brides will notice if you are attentive at the end while the others are packing up. Do you really want the bride's last impression of you to be, will they leave in the middle of my wedding? This was one of our shows. I took this picture for a reason. This was one of my national bridal shop clients who I won't name, but they decided that 20 minutes before the show was over, they'd made their goals and they were going to pack up and leave. I know you find it really hard to believe, but I can be an ass on occasion. And I took this picture and texted it to my contact at their corporate. And about 5 minutes later, they were actually setting their booth back up again to wait out the last 15 minutes of the show. So don't do that. All right, so terrible twos, leaving too early, arriving too late. Next one, too little in your booth. And I love this one because the company name is Generous Serving. These folks actually have a lot in their booth, but not a whole lot of it has to do with photography, especially all the flowers. This is a reception venue's booth. Can't you tell by the flowers? How about let's invest in a nice big double end cap booth, and then we're going to use 1/4 of the space. And we're a hotel. So let's put a big flower display as the focal point of our space. I love flowers, all right, but they just don't belong in all of these other booths. I love this one because according to their sign, they specialize in classy weddings and events. Can't you tell? And this company is called Creative Wedding Services. Can't you tell? Just as bad as too little in your booth is too much in your booth. Signage is important, but it is certainly possible to overdo it. Yes, we know that you sell wedding cakes, but you do not need to show us every cake that you have ever baked. I got a great idea. Let's take everything we have in our studio and we're going to stand across the aisle and we're going to throw it into the booth. And wherever it lands, that's going to be our display. That is what it looks like these folks did. Too many different frame sizes, no signage, or the little bit of signage that has too little text on it. Don't clutter your booth up with stuff.